Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again with another pack opening. Last week on Monday, got an Herb Rask. Not kind of the hit, maybe not as big as I made it sound like it was, but I still like the card. And maybe not as valuable as maybe I thought, but still I would count it as a hit because I might build a deck around it, and that for me is enough. But let's check out, this will be pack number 5 from this box. And we'll see what we got here. Let's just get right into it. So as with all the other videos, if you haven't seen them before, eventually I'll stop saying this, but we're gonna. That was difficult. That one didn't want on tear. I'm gonna do a relatively quick rifle through, like a pack opening, and then the second part of the video for those that want to stick around, we'll go through and look at each card and kind of talk about it. At least the stuff we haven't necessarily seen before. Mostly what I'm looking for is stuff to put into decks. So Phyrexian Might, try not to spoil the card below, and then Samurai on the other side. So this is, I think, the Wanderer, the Wandering Emperor, or whatever she is in this set, makes these 2/2 double strike samurai. I know for a fact my son's going to want this. He's currently building a samurai deck, so if I get that planeswalker, he's going to arm wrestle me for it or something. We'll have to see. Maybe I can still win. He's getting big. Monument to Perfection. Well, again, we'll read them sort of in the second half. An artifact for 2 mana. Looks cool. I like the art. That's very surreal. Extended foil here. Okiva Enigma Goliath. Now, I'm a sucker for Izzet colors. So as soon as I see Izzet colors, I get excited. So we'll have to read this and see if that excitement is warranted. This is just your Ichor extended art. Bone Picker Scridge for our step completed foil. Not exciting, but again, even this common looks so nice in this treatment. It's very glossy. I mean, you might be able to see it here with the light on the edge, but in person, like this looks like a piece of glass, almost. It's really cool. Very good effect. Sinew Dancer, we've seen him before. This is the regular Ichor, so not the Ichor extended. That's okay. Thrumming Bird in the Ichor standard. So we got a foil one, a foil extended art at one point. This is the standard card. Norn's Choir Master. This is the commander card. We'll see what they do in just a minute. I might end up building Ixel because we pulled one in the last pack. Always looking for multiple decks. I want to have lots. White Sun's Twilight. And just your extended art. Soulless Jailer. I think I remember this one. I saw this. It looked like it was cool. We'll see when we get to the reading. This is in your pack foil standard. There's our first Phyrexian language land in a swamp. So this goes straight into Shieldred. I don't even, no hesitation. As soon as I walk away from the table here, I'll probably stick it in there and replace one of my Zendikar full art swamps. I have a million of those. That's cool. That looks good. I like it. Sivok Battle Chair. Another equipment before Mirrodin. Oh yeah, this is the first one we got with the text on it, so we can see. If I remember correctly, we didn't see this, I guessed. When this equipment enters battle, create a 2/2 red rebel creature token attached to it. Yep. 4/4 and trample. That's not bad, but it's an expensive equip. So you're basically getting a 6/6 trample for 6, which is probably pretty good and limited. You might want to see 5 for something like that, but pardon me. Evolved Adaptive Phyrexian Warrior. We'll take a look what that does. The Autonomous Furnace. Autonomous Furnace. Oh, no, we don't want to read it yet. This is a common, so it's not going to be that great, but. Oh, this is like one of those alternate fetch ideas. Or not fetch, cycling. 2 mana tap, sack to draw a card. Okay. Nothing super exciting. We'll put that there with the land. Stinging Hive Master in foil. Standard. Gold Warden's Helm. Elephant Equipment Mask. Oh, there's another card. I thought that was this one. Experimental Augury. So again, it seems to be another smaller pack. We'll go into the discussion now for those that want to stick around for it. Just kind of clean up my mess here a little. We'll put these over here. It's usually where I put mythics, but we didn't get any in this pack, so. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. Soulless Jailer. I think I remember what this one does. So 2 mana for a 0/4 Phyrexian Golem. It's 2 colorless. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield and players can't cast spells from graveyard or exile. So this, I mean, hate bear card, right? There's a few people that play graveyard strategies in my area, so this could go into any deck to kind of help hedge those. I like it. I will like it until I start playing those kinds of decks, and then I'll probably hate it. I do think I will have one eventually. I intend to. White Sun's Twilight. X white white for sorcery. You gain X life. Create X 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with toxic 1 this creature can't block. If 5 is X or more, destroy all other creatures. Oh, kind of like it's a closer, pretty much. If you got someone down, they got lots of blockers, you wipe them out with enough mites to finish the game next turn. Maybe. Cool card. I could see that going somewhere. If you build just the alternate commander for the precon, the Abzan precon, this would go great in that probably. If you build the alternate deck, Norn's Choirmaster, 3 white white for a 5/4 Phyrexian Angel with flying and first strike. First strike's always good. Flying obviously is good. And 5 mana for a 5/5. Not bad at all. Whenever a commander you control enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate. Okay, interesting. I like that. This guy I'm interested in. Again, I see Izzet and I get interested. I still haven't built an Izzet commander deck, but it's coming. Maybe you'll be the one. Ovika Enigma Goliath. 5 for a blue red. Already not happy. For a 6/6 flying Phyrexian Nightmare. Ward 3 and pay 3 life. So cast 3 extra mana and they pay 3 life. So that's pretty good. Self-protecting. Although at 7 mana. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature token where X is the mana value of that spell. They gain haste until end of turn. That's kind of cool. It might be slow, but I could see that working. There's not a lot of ramp in blue-red, so it'd take you a while to get there. But do like an Ovika Goblin type deck. I don't know. That could be fun. This is a rare. Monument to Perfection. 2 mana artifact. 2 colorless. 3 colorless and tap. Search your library for a basic, sphere, or locust land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. That's already alright, especially if you're in colors that don't have ramp. You know, like a mono red or something. Don't have a lot of it. And then for 3 colorless mana, Monument of Perfection becomes a 9/9 Phyrexian construct artifact creature. Loses all abilities and gains indestructible and toxic 9. That's kind of cool. What's the catch? Activate only if there are 9 or more lands with different names among basic, sphere, and locust lands you control. Okay, so that's a little... You definitely have to build around it. So probably not so good in limited. Because you need 9 different lands. But, like... Basic counts, so in a... Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to take a look. I might think about finding a place for this. I don't know if any of my current decks have enough in it to make that work, but probably wouldn't take too much to get there either. And it's different. Yeah, because you put these spheres in, and you had the other spheres we saw. Did we get one this time? I don't see it. We'll have to take a look. We'll see as we go. But we only got the common sphere. Evolving Adaptive, a green for a 0/0 Phyrexian warrior. Evolving Adaptive enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. Evolving Adaptive gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than Evolving Adaptive, put an oil counter on Evolving Adaptive. So there's a similar card from an earlier set. I don't remember what it was, similar to this. Where they got bigger as bigger creatures came in. There's probably multiple, but this one I remember specifically. The dude was riding a wolf, I believe. That's cool. I don't know where I'd put this in a current deck. Probably pretty sweet and limited, especially if you end up with some proliferate. To add those, and other ways to add oil counters. Oops, that's an uncommon. Don't put it in the wrong pile. On pockets. Sylvok Battle Chair. 4 green for artifact equipment with 4 Mirrodin. So yeah, we talked about this one already. High equip. Oh, I'm going to move my microphone. Sorry about that. It's not in this normal spot. There we go. I keep bumping into it as I'm trying to look at the cards. Everything's a little too close. Find a better setup. Yeah, we read this already once, but really high equip costs, you're basically playing it as a 6/6 trampler. Unless you have some sort of shenanigans. Thrumming Word we talked about last time, again, proliferating whenever it hits. Experimental Augury, 1 and a blue. Sounds like something to draw cards. I'm always looking for new ways to draw cards in blue. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order, and then proliferate. Okay. Sort of Brainstorm, a little more expensive, and you put the 2 cards on the bottom instead of on the top in any order. So that can also be better or worse depending on what you see, and the proliferate maybe makes up for it if you're in a deck that cares about that extra mana. Probably doesn't matter. So in a deck like that, you might replace like a brainstorm with this. That's cool. I like it. Gold Warden's Helm, 2 and a white for an artifact equipment elephant helmet. For Mirrodin, so it comes in attached to a 2/2 red rebel. Crypt creature gets +0/+1. Oh yeah, common level, obviously it's going to be like that. It's a small attachment, at least 2 mana. Probably better at 1, 2's still a little much for exactly what you get here, but probably limited more than anywhere. Stinging Hive Master, 2 and a black for 3/2 Phyrexian Warlock. I don't think we've seen this before. Toxic 1. When Stinging Hive Master dies, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian. So create a Might. So that's the 1/1 with Toxic 1 that can't block. Okay, lots of that in this. I'm seeing a theme here with these mites. These mites must be important. They might be important. Haha, puns. Sinew Dancer we've seen before. Task 4 and tap to tap a creature, or if you have corruption or corrupted, 1 to do it. This we've seen as well. Gains Death Touch and Lifelink if one of your opponents has 3 poison counters or more. Then the Furnace, obviously, enters tap for a red. 1 and a red to sacrifice and draw a card. Could be important if you're trying to work around monuments. I don't know how many spheres there are yet. I know I have a couple locusts, and then basics count, and there was one other. Lands, sphere, which is this. Yeah, so there's 3. So in 3 colors, you kind of would need 1 of each. Something like that. Okay. And then obviously we'll take a good look at this foil Phyrexian Metal Swamp. That's really cool. It's really different. Well, I like that they're doing these and they're giving us lots of different options so you can tailor it. But this is definitely, as many of these as I can get are going to go in my shoulder deck for obvious reasons. She's Phyrexian text as well, so that'd be cool. Alright, so that is pack number 5. Let me know what you think. Again, Okiva could be good. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot in this one. There's some stuff that'll find little homes here and there, niche-like, but nothing really groundbreaking. So we will wrap it up there. Again, let me know what you comment in the comments down below if I missed something or I didn't see something that I should really, really concern myself with. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.